Meet Swedish duo Thyra and Magnolia Road and hear them talk about songwriting and specifically songwriting in Nashville. They are about to release a brand new song, co-written with Nashville songwriter Chris Roberts and Australian songwriter Claire Wyndham. Hear the story about how they first met and about their songwriting process.
Chris Robert was introduced to us by our friend Mark Evans. And I remember Mark saying that you got to write with Chris. And he sent an email and it was like, hey, Chris, meet my Swedish friends and the Swedes meet Chris. My first impression of Chris, he's such a loving person. He's a great guy. I'm going to talk about his songwriting skills later, but first of all, he is the nicest person, and he welcomed us with like open arms. Do you remember the first song we wrote with him?
I don't remember the title, but I remember the hook and the riff and the.
Do you remember to play it?
Yeah. Hold on.
Let me see.
It was in E minor.
Oh yeah. This is a band. Oh yeah, that's the one. We never actually recorded that one.
We didn't.
No. Well, maybe.
We should.
It's a great song. Chris is an amazing songwriter, and I feel so blessed that we were introduced to Chris, because he has really taught me a lot about songwriting.
For sure.
And made me a better songwriter is what I feel. I remember another time we wrote early on, and I came in with an idea of a song that was, the idea was that a relationship that is caught in slow traffic. It's like nothing is happening, nothing is moving the relationship forward, and where are we going from here? All those types of ideas, and Chris is like sitting with his guitar and he's listening, and then it's like, hey, what if being in slow traffic is a good thing?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. Because the world is, moving so fast. Maybe we actually need to
need some slow traffic. So every now and then.
And that was a moment that I remember. It's years ago, but it was something that really shifted the way that I think about songwriting and ideas. If there is another way of saying something, like putting everything a little bit under scrutiny and see if we can say it in a new way.
Challenging the expected, and there's another perspective to it. And
I feel like that's one of the things that I learned early on writing with him, and it's always a great time. It's always a great time. He makes a pretty darn good breakfast. We never eat breakfast before we come over.
We always make sure to schedule the sessions early in the morning so that we can get Chris's breakfast. It's worth the ride over there for sure.
Oh, it's
that short, alone, the breakfast alone, the omelet.
Yeah, the omelet and fresh berries and the coffee and everything. And of course the songwriting.
Yeah, so that's a good second career for you, Chris. If you want to start like a coffee shop or breakfast joint.
Another thing that I really, really love about writing with Chris is that he challenges us, or me personally, as a songwriter. He's going to ask questions. If I have an idea, he's going to ask me like 5 questions. And if I don't have the answers, I don't know if it's not a good enough idea, but it's not ready, maybe. The thing with Chris is that it's so easy. He has an idea and he just starts playing piano or guitar or whatever and starts singing. He's a great artist too. And it just comes so effortlessly writing with him. And I just want to mention something, like the last time we wrote with him, we haven't recorded that song yet, but I'm sure we will. I felt like he really both inspired but challenged us to more take the lead in the songwriting. And it was such a creative process where the song that came out, I don't think any one of us expected the song to go that way.
Not at all.
But I just listened to it, the demo we recorded the other day, and it's a great song. And it's a song that I'm so happy that we got to write together with Chris. So I'm excited to record that one.
Yeah, that storyline is very rooted in the both of us and our upbringings and our history going back, and filtered through Chris and the way he saw it and the way he heard it turned the whole narrative into something else. And I think that just brought another level to the whole story.
We've written quite a few songs with him,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like we always walk away with a song that I love. I feel really, really blessed that we get to work with him.
You know, I don't know about you, but I think that Karin and Joran are the coolest people from Sweden that I know. Yeah, that's right, and they're in a band called Thyra, or is it Thyra? Thyra. All I know is they're awesome, and I love writing songs with them. Hey, I'm Chris Roberts, songwriter here in Nashville, Tennessee. I have been writing songs in Nashville for over 20 years, I guess. And I have to say that some of my very favorite co-writes, especially more recently, have been with Karin and Joran. I adore their humanity. They're just really wonderful human beings to start off with. And then their musicianship is second to none. They're just incredible musicians. So if we do get an idea going in the room, it just, it comes alive really quickly, and it always sounds incredible, great harmonies, incredible playing. And yeah, I can't wait to write some more songs together. And maybe a whole record of Nashville meets Sweden. Make sure you listen to their brand new single, which I may have helped co-write. Comes out soon. Love.
We wrote country song together with Chris Roberts and Claire Wyndham. We went over to Chris's house and we sat down, and country song is one of those songs where even though we were 4 songwriters in the room, which can sometimes, be a struggle because there's a lot of ideas and there's a lot of push and pull, but this song just, it basically wrote itself. It was a very easy write.
I think we spent more time in the kitchen talking.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it was also the first time we wrote with Claire, which was an amazing experience.
Oh yeah.
She's great with melodies, and she has also that way with lyrics where taking the lyric in a new direction or a new perspective. I didn't have much of a voice that session.
I remember.
And so I was like, and I know. But it was certainly a great experience. And instantly when the 4 of us started singing and with harmonies, I felt, oh my God, like this is a great song. I could hear the whole song. I could see like people listening to the song. And it was a great experience to bring that song home and introduce the song to our band and start to bring that song out on the road in this past summer before we even recorded the song.
Yeah.
And see the audience reaction and hear them sing along in the end. And everybody coming up after the show being like, oh, that song. And that made it extra special, I think, when we hit the studio later on in the fall of 2025 with our band. It was actually the first time we also recorded with everybody
In the room together.
in the room, apart from Mark. But just we all knew the songs, so we basically played the song. It's recorded live.
With the vocals and everything.
Yeah. And us also tracking the vocals together, like, we do harmonies pretty much all throughout the whole song, and we recorded that live too. And it just has that, now that I listen to it, it has that vibe. It's like
and the live energy.
energy. We had to cut it short because we never ended the song. It was like 6 minutes long. So we had to go in with the scissors a little bit towards the end. But it just the mix too has that like live feeling. This is how it sounds when we play the song, and I love that for this song.
Yeah.
And I love that because so many things right now is the opposite of that. And I feel like then we can bring another layer for our audience.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for the next part where you'll get to know more about Thyra and Magnolia Road and their music. You'll also get to hear how they got to know Mark Evans. Until then, check out Country Song, released January 23rd.